Welcome. Thank you for being here. Notifications on silent if that is possible for you. Find somewhere comfortable to sit and let's just connect with the body. So do a couple of shoulder rolls, inhaling the shoulders up and then exhaling to roll them back and down. And again, inhale the shoulders coming up, exhale to come back and down. And if you're comfortable, wherever you are, to take a full body stretch, then take a big inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, releasing down. And then bring some attention to how you're sitting and what you would like your posture to be for the next 13 minutes together. So you might prefer to be a little bit more upright, length through the crown of the head, back away from the chair, if that's what your position would like to be today. Or you can feel like you want to sit back, be fully supported by whatever is holding you. So take a moment now to get settled where you are. Find the most comfortable seated position. And also, you're not a statue, so you can move if you need to throughout the session. Because if the body's uncomfortable, then the mind will find it really hard to settle. So you don't need to torture yourself because you think you have to sit still for the rest of the session. And now the option is to close your eyes if you're in a place that you feel you can do that, or if you're not, then allow the eyelids to be a little bit softer, find a single point of focus and look down. So choosing how you want to hold the body, choosing whether you want the eyes open or closed, and take a moment now to allow yourself to slow down and ask yourself the question, how am I doing today? What is my body feeling like? What are my energy levels like? What's going on with the activity in my mind? You don't need to get engaged with it. You just need to take note. Is it got quite a lot going on? Is it quite chilled? And we're not labeling any of these things good or bad. We're simply checking in, understanding, or even just noting our starting point for this session. Let's take a few big intentional breaths. So big inhale in through the nose into the belly, into the chest. Exhaling all the way out. Again, big inhale in through the nose into the belly, into the chest. Exhale all the way out. One more time, big inhale in through the nose into the belly, into the chest, and exhale all the way out. And take a few moments now just to simply return to your natural breathing pattern. It might take a little bit of time to do that, but find your natural way of breathing without forcing it in any way. And let's bring some attention to the parts of the body where we might be holding on to and we don't even realize. We'll start off with the face. Bring some attention to the jaw. And if you notice that you are holding on there, they might be a little bit clenched. See if you can soften it and release. Allow there to be some relaxation in that part of your face. And then bring the attention to the forehead. Those small muscles in the forehead, is it possible to allow them to soften, to release and relax? And then noticing those small muscles around the eyes, in between the eyebrows. If you've chosen to close your eyes, sometimes you can put a little bit too much effort that doesn't need to be there into allowing the eyes to be closed. So again, just seeing if you can invite some softness to those muscles, a little bit of release and relaxation. And then bringing a sense of softness over the whole face. Maybe you allow yourself to have a little gentle smile. And that can often bring softness and lightness to the face. And then moving down, noticing your shoulders. It's easy for tension to be held there. So maybe on your next exhale, you intentionally just allow the shoulders to relax, to roll down the back, to create some space between the ears and the shoulders, because they can tend to creep up towards the ears throughout the day. Bring some attention now to the way that you're breathing. And let's start small by noticing, if possible, you can breathe in and out through the nose. Sometimes we use the mouth and we don't even notice it. If it is possible for you to breathe in and out through the nose, then just noticing the sensation at the entrance of the nostrils. It's a really, really subtle sensation. But if you bring some attention to it, maybe you can actually feel the air coming into the body through the nostrils. And there also being an ever so slight temperature change. So this feeling of just slightly cooler air entering in at the edges of the nostrils. And there's a moment where the breath touches the throat on its way down to the lungs. So beginning to notice this journey of the breath. And then connecting the breath with the physical movement in the body. So take a moment to notice where in the body rises and falls when you breathe in and out. And sometimes it can be helpful to place a hand on that area. So it might be that you feel the chest rise and fall, or it could be that you're breathing a little bit lower down into the belly. So take a moment now just to notice where in the body is moving when you bring the breath into the body, and where in the body moves as the breath is released. For the final moments of our practice together, I'm going to give you a little bit of silence, but I want you to work with this kind of intention of, or just noticing that on the inhale, there's this expansion so your body can receive the breath. And on the exhale, as you release the breath, maybe having this sense of letting go, of there being a sense of softness that can come over the body with each exhale. So for the next 90 seconds, while I'm quiet and allow you to have a bit of silent practice, just think of inhaling to expand and exhaling to release, let go, and relax. As we begin to bring the practice to a close, let's take 3 big breaths together. Big inhale in through the nose into the belly, drawing further breath into the chest, exhaling all the way out. Again, big inhale in through the nose into the belly, into the chest, exhaling all the way out. One more time, big inhale in through the nose into the belly, into the chest, exhale all the way out. Take a moment to return to your natural breathing pattern. And also just do a final check-in. Notice how you're feeling, what it feels like now that you've intentionally taken this time, this pause in your day. Maybe it's helped you settle a little bit. Maybe it hasn't. That's absolutely fine. Again, when you check in with yourself, it's no judgment. You're just noticing how you're doing. And then when you're ready, in your own time, if you were looking down, looking back up at the screen, and if your eyes were closed, opening them up.